Hey everybody, Nakul from Skills IELTS. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome, packed video on the 10 myths of IELTS that you never pay attention to. Before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can WhatsApp us to the link given in the description of this video. I'll be there, we will be there to help you guide in the right direction. Alright, without further delay, let's straight away get right into the video. Let me just share my screen, the 10 myths of IELTS you should never believe in. This is going to be a short video series giving you all the right information that you deserve to know. Alright, the very first myth, in the YouTube just type IELTS 10 words. There could be more than 1000 videos that come up saying use this 20 words, get 9 band. Use this 10 words, get 9 bands. All these 10 words, 20 words, 50 words will never give you any marks. Remember this, whether it is for speaking or writing, what gives you mark is something else. Let's consider writing. In the writing, what is more important than vocabulary is your task response and coherence cohesion. It's the narration of the essay, it's the idea generation of the essay, not this. But those are difficult to make the videos on, correct? These are very easy and the videos will come up because already people are looking into it. So don't get fooled with these kind of myths that people are trying to spread. Use these 20 words and get no change in your scores. If they write this, probably will not be watching it, correct? All these 20 words will not shackle your scores even by an inch. Remember this. Alright, the myth number 2 that you should absolutely never pay attention to. Just write more in essay, 450 words. I bet you get 7. So it is not about writing more or writing less. It's just about writing what is required, isn't it? So let's say there is an essay question. All you first need is the structure. Para 1 gonna be the intro, para 2, para 3, para 4 or para 5. Now para 2 and para 3, the body paragraph that we call. One idea is enough. No need to write 5 ideas. But whatever the ideas that you write, you need to support it with justification. Supporting idea, example. First idea in the first line. Second line going to be supporting idea. Third line, fourth line, fifth sentence going to be example. That is what is required. Just writing more and more and more, so lengthy essay, nobody will read that much lengthy essay, nobody has time. Write as concise as possible, but try to give as much as information possible. Getting it is not about writing more or less, is writing what is required. Simply writing more will not get you any scores. I have seen people writing 450 words and get 4.5 bands. Alright, let's quickly move on to the third myth. Write at least 5 to 6 ideas. You want 8, is it? 5 ideas minimum. No, writing simply ideas is not going to give you score. See, it is just divided into 4 components. Task response, coherence cohesion, lexical resource, grammar. Task response is one of the aspects. That is not the only aspect. Isn't it so? Second paragraph, one idea is enough. If you really want, you add one more idea. But whatever the ideas that you write, you always have to support it with supporting ideas and example. I have seen people getting 7.5 and even 7, not 8 but 7 and 7.5, but writing just one idea in one paragraph. One idea, one supporting idea, some examples, meaning they describe the situation in the form of an example for 3 to 4 sentences and conclusion. They have got until 7.5, but for 8, yes, they would require a little more. So writing 2 ideas is justifiable, not a 5 to 6 ideas. I have seen people first line 1 idea, second line 2nd idea, third line 3rd idea, fourth line 4th idea. If the evaluation criteria is only about task response, then yes, if you do this, that is justifiable. But task response is one of the components. It's not the only component, isn't it? Coherence cohesion. If you write 5, 6 ideas, then coherence cohesion, you need to write 1000 words. It's not possible. Hope you're getting it. One idea in each paragraph. If you really want 8, if you're targeting little higher, then 2 ideas in each paragraph. But whatever the ideas that you write, you should support it with supporting idea, example. One idea. Second idea, supporting idea, example. Complete thing has to be there for whatever the ideas that you write. Alright. The myth number 4, memorize these answers. These are the best ideas that you can think of. And when examiner asks you this particular question in speaking, just speak this. The idea is perfect, you will get the marks. This is the greatest of all myths. Why? Because if you just pay attention to what is given in the evaluation criteria, in the IDP website for the IELTS speaking, you may encounter the details something as this. It's fluency and coherence, grammar, vocabulary and pronunciation. Where is the content? Alright, it's just a mockery session here for those who think or who believed or assumed that if they just go after the repeated questions they get the marks. No, absolutely no. It is not the ideas that you give marks that gives marks here, because of course there is a human sitting. You cannot just fool the human by speaking some generic answer. Whatever the question, you answer something related to the question. It may not be the best way possible. It's not what you speak, it's all about how you speak. You speak with confidence, fluency, coherence, cohesion. There has to be a structure to it. Grammar, lexical resource. Grammar is all about mixing up simple, compound, complex sentence. Lexical resource is all about not copying the same word, trying to use synonym, basically showing the examiner that you've got a wide variety of vocabulary. Idea is not even there in the content. Whether you give good idea, best idea, better ideas, bad idea, worst idea, it's not going to make any difference towards your scores. Hope you are getting it. Myth number 5. If examiner stops you in cue card in less than 2 minutes, let's say you are speaking and the examiner stopped you, you are doomed, gone case, marks gone. I don't believe all these things. Your friend will tell you. The examiner that I gave the examination in, right, that examiner just asked me to speak. She did not even interrupt. Then I only stopped after 3 minutes. I think I'll get 8. How about you, buddy? Ayo, my examiner, 1.5 minutes, I guess close to 1 minute 40 seconds. She just told me to stop. I think I'll not get the mark. So all these are not required. If the examiner is stopping you, means probably she has understood about your English skills in a much better way. She doesn't need more time. If someone is giving you more time, means the person is still trying to understand what more mistakes you can make. If someone is asking you to stop probably less than 2 minutes, it only means 2 things. One is they've understood everything about your mistakes, or second thing is they actually understood what you are. It doesn't mean that you are bad or good. It just means that examiner, whatever the data that they want, you have given it. That's it. It doesn't mean it's good or bad. If someone is not stopping me even after speaking for 2.5 minutes, that also doesn't mean you're good or bad. Good or bad doesn't even come into this picture. It only means that examiner has understood about you, or the examiner is still trying to understand more from you. It just means this. It doesn't mean good or bad. It's a classic myth. Alright. Myth number 6. Give exam again by changing the center. You get good marks. Don't believe these such people. Work on your English. Enhance your skills. There are a lot of loopholes. Instead of focusing on such, fixing them, what people are trying to do is they try to find, the shortcuts. Shortcuts is not going to give you, it's going to just waste your time. All this is not changing the center that they gave in this center, probably I should give in village center, town center, not in a big metropolitan center. All these are just dramas, the myths, don't believe. Trust me on this, it's going to be the same scores. Whether you give in Australia or Canada or India, it's the same scores. Trust me on this. Foreign examiner will give less bands in speaking. I gave my exam in India, I got 8 bands. I went to Australia for some immediate purpose. Then I was supposed to give my speaking exam in Canberra or in Sydney. Then see, I got 7. This doesn't mean that it's because of the examiner, it's just because of your own performance. In India, probably you're more comfortable, you spoke clearly, you performed well, so you got marks. There you performed probably not up to the mark. Probably you are not prepared. There could be 1,000 different factors. In India, when you gave exam, probably the questions that the examiner asked you, you already knew them, or you were very comfortable with those questions. Let's say you're a doctor, the examiner is asking you mostly the biology related ones. Let's say a doctor, and in Australia and center, the examiner is asking you sports related or computer related, then yes, you will not be very comfortable. So there are many factors. Foreign examiner will give less bands. Don't believe all these things. Trust me on this. They have a chart, the evaluation criteria, they just go by it. That's it. You speak in a way, you satisfy those requirements, you will get the marks. It doesn't depend whether it's a foreign examiner or a native examiner. Alright. Speak fast in speaking for better marks. I've frequently heard this from many of my students. I think I need to speak fast to get better marks. If I start speaking really fast, will you be able to really understand whatever I speak right now? No. Then what is the point in speaking fast? When nobody is understanding, you alone speaking fast and enjoying, thinking, hey, I'm speaking fast. You're just making a big fool out of yourself, isn't it? You speak fast, nobody will understand. Then there is no point in communicating. You speak slow, everyone gets bored. Then speak natural. Whatever the natural way that you speak. Some people speak little slow, it's okay. Some people speak little fast, and those people who speak fast, cut it down and speak in a little slower speed so that whoever listens to you will understand. This is not just with respect to the IELTS speaking perspective, even in the real environment in life, this gonna help you. Those fast speakers, your friends may have told you, dude, I couldn't understand, I couldn't quite get that. Do you mind telling me again? All this you witness on an everyday basis. So when you fix that, IELTS speaking will be fixed, and even in real life, the things gonna be fixed as well. It's not about speaking fast or slow, speaking in your natural tone, natural speed, that's it. Alright, myth number 9, write more complex in your essay, right? Very lengthy sentence, nobody should understand. You start the sentence here, first, second, third, fourth, seventh line, put a full stop. Till that since I went to a hotel, I ate a lot, but when I ate a lot, I had some problem in my stomach, though I was very fit and go to gym, but dude, please, a loop inside, don't create a lot of dependency. One subordinate conjunction enough. If you use the word since, then don't use while again in the same sentence. You put a full stop and then probably you can use the while or as, since, because, due to, which, that. Use it only once, one of them in one sentence. You use more than one, that gonna be a bad way of writing, trust me on this. You can go to bbc.com, timesofindia.com, or take a newspaper and just count the number of subordinate conjunctions used in one single sentence. It's going to be mostly one, not more than that. In some cases, probably two. Otherwise, most of the times it's only one. You add more dependency. While I went to hotel, since I was not hungry. While since you don't put in one sentence only. It's going to be really hard for a reader to understand, to make out what exactly you have written. Don't believe all these things. Write in a very simple way. Trust me on this. The idea of writing is not just for yourself, boss. You're writing because someone else has to read and understand it. You write in a way someone can easily understand. Don't write in a way that someone has to do this and try to understand what it is and say, kill you, damn you. All those things not required, isn't it? Simple terms, one simple sentence required. Compound complex sentence also required. But write in a simple way possible. Don't have to go in a very complex way. Alright, this I keep listening to people. Trust me, it is not scam. Then how do you prove this? I got 6.5, I applied for re-evaluation, I got 7. Say there are many parameters, correct, with respect to task response. Ideas, yes, the ideas are right, but one of the examiner will think, probably this guy deserve another chance. Correct, ideas are not so good, it's okay-ish idea. So I'm going to give you 6.5. But the other examiner might feel, these ideas are okay. Let's just help this guy out. He's okay, he's not bad, he deserves 7 and gives this. So there are many parameters where a human cannot think the same as the other human. In PT, there is one more exam called Pearson Test of English, PTE Core. There you will not have this difference. It's a computer which sees everyone the same. But it's humans, they're not coded. Everyone has their own ideology, isn't it? Some may really feel this writing, because see, this happens only in writing and speaking. Not mostly in speaking, but in writing it may happen. Doesn't mean that it is a scam. It only means that yes, you've written in a way that's very much debatable, that one person or one examiner may find it very great or decent enough. At the same time, the other examiner may think it's average. In that way you have written, that's the reason it's 6.5 and then became 7. It's absolutely not a scam. Alright, I really hope I've given you the right information. If you think the same, like, share and subscribe. Leave your valuable comments in the comment section. Anytime you need online assistance, you can WhatsApp us. I'll be there, we will be there to help you, guide you in the right direction. Alright guys, this is Nakul signing off from Skills IELTS. Soon I'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.